Karina.
I'm Garrett.
I'm Brent.
I'm Zoya.
And we had Proscapes Landscape Construction and Management.
Alright, so just a little bit about the company. This is actually Garrett's dad. So the owner is Greg Armstrong. It was founded in the year 1988, so it's been around for about 24 years now, and it's located in La Habra, so nearby. Proscapes has about 7 employees, plus Greg Armstrong, the owner and project manager. They actually, even though they're really small, they have about $600,000 in sales each year. They are really big on customer service and being very professional. They also focus on the quality and craftsmanship of it. They offer a wide variety of services, basically anything outdoors. They do landscaping, plants, lighting, pools, like anything. Also, they get their clients from referral base, so it's word of mouth.
So when we did the SWOT analysis, we went about it kind of looking at the business from our point of perspective so that we could try and get an unbiased, kind of unshaped opinion of it instead of what we were getting from the information from Greg. And so one of their strengths is that the length of the business that they have, because they have a large customer base and they have tons of people who are willing to talk well about their services and about the great things they've done. One of their weaknesses, and we felt as well as Proscapes felt, their biggest weakness is the lack of a web presence. We kind of came about that determination because as this last kind of economic downturn has hit, it's left the construction industry really reeling from that. And so being a part of the construction industry with the homes losing their values, a lot of people don't want to spend money that they don't have or they can't refinance because they owe more than their home is. So we thought that instead of just this referral base, this lack of web presence doesn't put them out there in front of new clients that maybe don't know about Proscapes through just other than word of mouth. Some of the opportunities that we saw though with Proscapes is the fact that they have a very strong customer base. They have plenty of testimonials if they need to go to something like that in order to prove to other people that how good their services are, because they really believe in the testimonial. Instead of Proscapes telling you how great Proscapes is, they'd rather have another homeowner tell one homeowner tell another homeowner how great Proscapes is. And so they had already started a website, so we saw that as an opportunity to build their online presence. And so their main threats is their competition, but there was just a report on NPR talking about how in Southern California only 30% of personally owned businesses actually have any kind of online web presence. So the fact that they wanted to use the opportunity of a website in order to combat their threats of their competition. In the consultation, we learned a lot of things about Proscapes. First of all, that Greg is the single owner and manager, so he's basically all of the management as well and the decision making. And so if he wanted to implement something like this, there's not really a bureaucratic structure to stop them from doing that. They have a range of about 25 to 50 miles operating in central and northern Orange County and a little bit of East Los Angeles. They have a minimal advertising and outreach budget, which we thought was another thing that lends social media so well to helping Proscapes get out there in front of more people. They do have a website if you want to go ahead and activate the link, so that everybody can just kind of get an idea of what kind of stuff that they do. And you could go into the Proscapes portfolio and see the level of work and the type of stuff that they do, so at least they had a little bit of jump getting on the website. And then they basically also very much express the need for more of a web presence, and just one of the things is, how do we get on there? What would be something good to use on the web? It's not just saying we have a website. How do you draw people to the website? So those are the things that we decided were the biggest focuses after our consultation. So the theories that we came about was that it was a structural frame for the business, because this is a business, so it's very bottom line oriented. And as far as the ethical frameworks, we thought it was economic based, where it is bottom line oriented, but it also has some professional standards because they really want to focus on the high quality of work because that's where they believe Proscapes really shines. As far as communication goes with Proscapes, we thought that was important to put that in there because it's pretty much all done by Greg. He's kind of a one-man show as far as wearing all the hats in the company. It's a very direct communication right now, and so it's all face-to-face or over a phone, and it's immediate response, immediate problem solving. And so we thought that that was something that was important here because it would be something that would have to change going on with websites. He's going to have to learn how to respond to comments and deal more with email in a digital age as we move the company more in that direction. So as far as the strategies, tactics, and tools, we wanted to, at first we wanted to flood the web with information and graphics just to show that Proscapes exists because that's one of the biggest points that he'd like to make. We also wanted to create a community of homeowners with an active dialogue, talking about tips, how-tos, how to solve this problem or where to look for a certain solution. And we wanted the website to kind of play host to this hub of our online strategy so that we could direct people to the website and then have links to the other places. So we'd use the Google AdWords to direct people to the website, and then from there they can go to Facebook and like it, or they can go to the Twitter page and see the conversations that are going on or where Proscapes is, and also a blog spot to get some maybe how-to tips for yourself so you don't have to go out and spend money every time you need someone to come out and fix a sprinkler head or a patch of grass or something like that.
Alright. So when we first sat down with Greg, we wanted to know what kind of goals he had in mind. What would he want his company to be heading towards? And he said for the first 6 months he didn't want too much change to happen overnight. He wanted to just introduce his current customers to his online website and get them chatting, get them talking back and forth, getting those testimonials on there. And then after that, after a year, he would like to start introducing more of the social medias to them, start introducing more online presence, and then pretty much just start getting that chatter going. Once they talk, start mentioning how great their yards are, then we'll start seeing more people. Then after like a 5-year presence, he would like to start seeing more people from outside La Habra, but more of just people from all of Orange County. That their landscaping business is pretty much around the top part and meet their specific needs. The target public. For the most part, the target public that they started off with was pretty much work. It's pretty much just white-collared individuals who are busy, have busy lives, and cannot get started with the yard work themselves. So they require people like Proscapes to come out, fix their yard, and pretty much satisfy their specific needs that they have. For the most part, these white-collar professionals work, and Proscapes would like to continue doing business with them, and then further on in the years start introducing their work to more individuals.
Okay, so for the key messages and themes, the projected message was luxury landscaping, as he did mention, with reasonable rates. Like he just said, we are trying to target more upper middle class because we want people to have the funds to go ahead and spend money on their yards. We're not looking at just doing small jobs, we're looking at bigger jobs. As you saw from some of the clips, they do pretty massive things. In that same aspect, we actually want to not just focus on, hey, do you get the pool done or do you need huge things? Not everyone always in the pool every single day. What you do need is smaller things every week and every day. So we want to actually focus on doing smaller jobs more consistently. So he has more of a consistent base, not just this house every couple of years. They wanted to lastly kind of push the high quality work to let everybody know that they are in good hands. There's nothing that they have to worry about when they are with Proscapes, and like I said, you pay for what you get. For the measurement and evaluation, the thing about the online presence, when we do plan to start things like Facebook and Angie's List, we are starting at 0 base, so any growth would be considered growth, but I had an idea to add a small amount per month, maybe about 20 Facebook fans or likes per month. That way, even though it is a very small number, we can go ahead and focus on more local people and people who actually would have the funds to do it, as well as some people that can actually contribute to the conversation. The social media, again, is free, and Google Analytics and Google AdWords, it is the pay-per-click method, but we wouldn't estimate too many clicks per month. Maybe, a relatively small number, and then we could just use analytics to see how many we actually get to our website.
Alright, for the timeline for the next 6 months, we want them to start creating the social media, so the Twitter, the Facebook group, and so forth. We want to incentivize current customers to join and implement the Google AdWords for them. Also within the next year, we want to create and lead an online discussion for the blog and so forth. And we want to outreach to the new customer base. So that's how
Yeah, we see like the analytics as kind of being one of the big parts of helping Proscapes, because they can also see what messages, obviously are sticking. You can see what is getting more clicks than the other and what people want to hear, how to direct the conversation. Maybe they don't want to know just tricks and tips. They have specific questions that they want asked, and then you could focus more on that area versus just trying to pump information out there. And so that's where kind of we want the analytics to come in play as far as the measurement, evaluation, and timeline, because it'll help shape where they go in the future.
And it'll also be cool because, like for their blog or their Twitter, we could post pictures and homeowners will have like a live look in. So it'll be like, oh, this is what we're working on, and see what they're actually doing.
So yeah, that's it. I don't know if you guys have any.
It's okay.